For fast, cheap, and reliable Madden 20 Ultimate Team coins, make sure you guys go check out my sponsor U4GM Coins. Use code VENM at checkout for 5% off. Yo, what's good guys, Venom Fire here, back from the video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys one of my favorite defenses, one of the most underrated defenses in the game, in my opinion. It's one that really doesn't get enough love, but can dominate. So, we're going to be in the Cincinnati Bengals playbook for this formation. It's also in the 4-6 playbook. It's in a couple of unique ones. I can't remember them all off the top of my head, but we're in Bengals right now. Now, the formation is going to be this 4-6 normal. 4-6 normal is a very unique formation. Like I said, it's only in a couple of playbooks, so that already makes it pretty rare. But again, what we're going to do here is something unique. We're actually going to get 7 DBs. We're actually going to get a cornerback at linebacker. The way that we're going to do that is simply to go to our packages, flick our right stick to the left, or no, it's to the right. Flick your right stick to the right, and there you guys see we have a cornerback. If I go to my subs, there we go. We got Mike Hilton right there. Now, again, if I had a safety, I'm pretty sure if I had an extra safety somewhere, I would be able to sub him in, but there's a safety here, and your strong safety's right here. So, again, that's not really possible, and if you sometimes, make sure you guys don't sub this player out. Also keep in mind the player at linebackers is going to be your cornerback number 4. So if you want to use a specific player, put him at cornerback 4, and that's where he's going to be. But again, I can put a safety here. I'll just put Shazier because he's in higher overall. And then I'm not sure. I don't even know. I guess you're not allowed to put linebackers there, which kind of is annoying because I would have put DJ Watt there. But that's, I guess, something you should mention as well. Like I said, it's a pretty weird formation, but I'm going to be running this cover 3, showing you guys my adjustments out of it, and let's just hop straight into it. So here, let's just run a random play, I guess. I guess we'll run something like this. So I actually want to get to a hash mark as well. Now, first things first, what I personally love to do out of this formation is I like to actually sort of turn it into a cover 2 invert type of a defense. Now, the way that I always like to play defense is that my cover 2 is on the short side, my cover 3 is on the wide side. So what I like to do is put him in a cloud flat and put Edmonds in a deep half. It's going to look something like this, but you might be thinking, if B is just on a streak, he should burn him. That's why you want to click on, you want to sort of move him back right there. Right there, he's not going to get burnt. He's going to play his streaks pretty much fine. So that's the first step to the defense, and that's pretty much all you have to do for my first setup. Now, the thing is, if they run a cover 3 beater from the right side to the left side, they can burn you. So you do have to be careful if they're in a bunch or whatever formation. Then make sure that you put this player on a deep half. Also, Nelson right here. But for now, we can just leave him on an outside third. And you can also press if you want. Since I clicked onto both corners, they're not going to press. But that's something you could do. And you just have a simple, 4-man rush. Nothing too special. Let's just go ahead and snap the ball here. Boom, I'm going to user everything, and yeah, we get pressure. Everything pretty much completely bagged. Obviously, if you want to check down, take your 3 yards, you definitely could do that. But that's not something that's going to necessarily kill you. So again, what I'm doing is I'm putting this corner right here, Joe Hayden, in a cloud flat. So I'm just going to put him in a cloud flat. If you don't know how to do that, you're just going to double tap Y, or double tap Y or triangle, pull up your quick adjustments. And then you can press B for Joe Hayden, and that left stick down, that's going to put him in a cloud flat. And you can just manually move him down a little. Again, you can click on Edmonds, or you can quick adjust, press A, and then push that left stick up. That's going to get him in a deep half. Again, just move him out. And yeah, unfortunately, I wish I could put him in an outside third, because that would be ideal. To be able to put this player in an outside third, you can. Unfortunately, you can put him in a quarter. You can put him in some weird zones, but unfortunately, you can actually put him in an inside third, which could get glitchy, but yeah, it's not really working, so you can't really put him in an outside third. And yeah, this is just the best stock coverage. Again, the rule that I like to go by is to put just the short side of your field in a cover 2. What I mean by short side is that since the Jaguars are on the right hash right now, that means the right side is the short side, there's less space. And the left side is the wide side, meaning that the cover 3 goes there. And yeah, pretty solid. Let's just go ahead, snap the ball here. Boom, using everything pretty much bagged except for the flats, and we're gonna get that pretty quick pressure. Again, this is one of the better shed Ds. I wish I could show you guys with TJ Watt. I'm not sure. Maybe if I actually sub him in at like left end, you could get him there. Again, I'm not sure about the rules. I haven't ran this formation too much online, but again, it is pretty solid in that sense. One last time, this first setup, I'll just set it up really quickly. Boom, move them up, and you should be able to get those two quick adjustments off before they even get to the line of scrimmage and are able to start making adjustments. Also, this formation is pretty good against the run, so if they try to run the ball, there's literally no good runs. But shoot, I just audible to a random formation. I guess I'll just run this dive. But again, I've noticed it to be pretty good against the run, even though you do have all these DBs on your field. It's definitely pretty solid against the run. You guys see right there, pretty good sheds. And like I said, if you have D-line abilities, the ends are going to shed really well for you, so that's definitely something that is going to be pretty nice as well. Anyways, let's just go ahead, hop into our next setup. Now, our next setup is going to be one that I like to run out of any formation. So what I'm going to do is I think they have a bunch here. Yeah, let's just try and go to a regular bunch. So obviously people like to run bunch on the wide side. I'm just going to flip it here. So bunch. Now, the reason that I like to have personally a safety here is just because if I want to use her this side of the field, I don't have to use a linebacker. Yeah, that's just pretty much the reason. Linebackers are pretty slow unless you have a 99. But yeah, this corner, he's really good to use her, and you don't want the other side to be a lot worse. So anyways, for some reason, in this setup, this player is actually going to be a linebacker. So you're going to pull up your linebacker quick adjustments, double tap that right D-pad, and then I can press X, and I like to man him up like this. So he's going to be man up on the slot receiver. I like to do this in compressed formations. And then what I like to do is put Shaz in a curl flat. Again, I could baseline press. This player would go over here. I already clicked onto him. And with Shazier, you kind of want to move him over here a little bit. And again, you have to pick up, is he throwing flat routes? Because if he's throwing corner routes, the corner route might just be, not even open. And you can also use your Shazier. You can sort of play the flats, but if they just put like an out route, it could, get pretty wide open. So I usually stick with this setup. Again, if I wanted to use her Hilton, something else I could do is I could put one of these D linemen in a vert hook like this. This is a pretty good adjustment. So let's just snap the ball. And this wasn't even with like a cover 2 on the other side. Again, obviously they could maybe take that check down, but we have our D end. And if you notice him like throwing halfback options, halfback curls, you could obviously man the D lineman up to the running back. So again, let's try and go to a bunch. I could even run, a bunch tight end if I want. And again, the rule I run is I man up this X linebacker, who will be a cornerback, on the slot receiver like this. I put him in a curl flat. And again, if I wanted to, something else I could do is I could still run a cover 2 on the right. So I could run this and this. Obviously, I need to move him back right there. But you guys see, still is going to be very confusing for your opponent. And let's say I do want to throw a running back curl or whatever, I could always man him up like this. Or I could just leave him in a vert hook and do whatever I want. I could also put him in a hard flat, take away a table route or a wheel route, whatever. But yeah, this is pretty good coverage, I would say. And it's definitely going to throw some people off. They might go with a cover 3 beater or whatever. But you guys see, obviously, your cornerback is going to be super fast. You should be able to lurk that corner route and that post route at the same time. And again, let's say you want to run it from the slot, which I don't really recommend because against too many spread sets, if you try and man up slot receivers, they will throw baby outs, baby hitches a lot of the time. So maybe I would go with something like this, where I just move them out, maybe try and put X in a vert hook. Really against these formations, you have to take away quick streaks, quick outs, so I might even press as well. But yeah, this isn't too bad of coverage. And like I said, the key to this play is to really mix up the cover 2 and cover 3. So I want to go like this part of the time, and I also want to go like this part of the time. Again, just mix those two up. And you should always have 3 rushing. That's something I will say. You never want to just have 2 rushing or whatever, drop so many people in coverage that you only rush 2, give him all day, he's going to find somebody open, But yeah, let's just try and run it. I'm not sure what play I'm running even. But boom, the cover 3 is going to take away that corner out, and we're going to get pretty quick pressure. Like I said, Jags O-line is obviously not the best, but again, this is going to be very good against coverage sets. And like I said, I think there is a cover 3 beat out of this with like a deep post. So if you catch onto that, make sure you put this player in a deep half. again, just pay attention to what he's doing. It's not too much. And really what I like to do with these defenses is just keep it simple. A lot of times I find a lot of other people struggling with this. They just, try and overcomplicate things. They cross man. They're putting random players in bluff blitzes, like just completely overcomplicate everything. And that's really not the best way to play defense. Another good thing you could do though is put Burns in a bluff blitz. That's a pretty good way to defend certain routes, or at least late in the play. If they throw a corner out or an out route, it's not really going to defend it. But look, he's going to blitz and then he's going to drop back. Look at how good he defends that hitch right there. So again, it can be sort of a glitchy zone, but it's not really good at defending the actual flats. What I was saying is just really keep it simple. Simple cover threes, simple adjustments like this one, not rocket science, but it's just going to do enough to throw off your opponent, because when he goes back to the play call screen, he's going to see cover three. He's going to be like, why was that defender playing the flat so well? Just keep it simple, things like that. But that's pretty much going to do for the video. If you enjoyed this one, want videos like this, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you enjoyed this one, and let me know in the comments what videos you would like to see, and peace. I'm out of here.